Digital transformation is at the core of strategy of every organization today, big or small, government or private or even civil society. Not only government, even judiciary, courts, Supreme Court, High Court, and even district courts all are using technology in a big way. We all have heard incidences of virtual hearing, virtual courts to e-courts. Indian Parliament to legislative assemblies in states are also using technology in a big way, whether it is paperless budget or online proceedings of the various committees and so on and so forth. Digital India program, the various initiatives taken under it have actually changed the digital profile of the country. With 700 million broadband connections have really connected people across length and breadth of the country. Coupled with 700 million smartphone users have really made mobile penetration connecting Indians all over the country. With fiber optic going to 600,000 villages, we will now move from smart cities to smart villages or digital villages soon. Digital India narrative is actually full of innovation. Innovation is at the core of Digital India. Right from unique identity to every Indian Aadhaar, which is being talked about all across the world. Many countries have got inspiration from this whole concept. Direct benefit transfer to bank accounts of beneficiaries have really brought a paradigm shift in the way the benefits or subsidies were transferred to poor people under various programs and schemes of the government. Digital payments and UPI are innovations that even most developed nations are trying to adopt. During COVID, our contact tracing app Arogya Setu really became popular and one of the largest used app with largest number of users using it all across the world. It was a unique and beautiful solution, which was a unique combination of technology, data analytics, and as well as AI and ML, which is now being and now it is being transforming into a health app for every Indian. Our vaccination platform is again another success story, has become very popular across the world, and we've been able to vaccinate such a large population in a very short time and been able to save us from subsequent phases or waves of COVID as we go forward. All our solutions, if you look at it, are often built grounds up and they have a huge component of innovation and are actually suitable to our demography. It really addresses our challenges of diversity as well as aspirations of this new India. During COVID and post COVID, we have also seen that how the digital adoption of these technologies has really transformed across people of different walks of life, uh, from coming from different socioeconomic backgrounds. We have seen children in primary schools taking their classes online, students in higher education, and youngsters who are employed using this online platforms or virtual platforms to upskill themselves or obtain new degrees and new courses. Doctors have started doing consultations online, which was very rare prior to COVID. Video conferencing, work from home, e-commerce, e-transport. In fact, in many ways, if you look at it, it has really leapfrogged the adoption of digital technology in the country by many, many years. Minimum a decade has been really taken forward in this sense. And today, with the kind of with the mobile penetration and the availability of these unique mobile apps coming up in the market every alternate day, we today have an app for every utility service, and which is really making these mobiles the primary device through which we are doing most of our things, be it personal, professional, or social. Government of India has also been at the forefront when it comes to adoption of technology. At NIC, we've been working with government for almost 4 decades, and we're really proud to partner with government. In fact, there are many firsts which, in terms of technology, which government has adopted or has brought. In fact, they had the full satellite-based communication network and email far before, much before the internet came to the country. And over the years, with our 800 offices, we have set up an exclusive IT infrastructure for the government, which spans from high speed network, data centers, cloud, email services, video conferencing services, and so on. And along with this, we have also built a number of digital platforms which is helping government to manage their flagship programs. In fact, many of these programs have used technologies right from their concept to commission. So not only formulation of the program, its implementation, monitoring and going forward is all on digital platform. Programs like MG Narega, Swachh Bharat Mission, Housing for All, PM Kisan, One Nation, One Ration Card, GST, e-way bill, or e-invoice. All of these digital platforms have been all built which are embodying a concept of one nation, one platform, and they are also universal in its access. Besides using geospatial technologies and mobile technologies, DBT or direct benefit transfer has been at the core of many of these programs, through which benefits are being transferred directly to the bank accounts of millions of beneficiaries, be it students for scholarships or be it social pensions to senior citizens as well as to widows and many other beneficiaries, to fertilizer subsidy, to going to subsidy to PM Kisan or to farmers or to young mothers under various schemes and so on and so forth. This has been really transformative. The way the whole governance around these things has transformed using these kind of platforms. In fact, technology has also, there's another dimension of governance in government is delivery of services to citizens. And technology has really brought a lot of transformation, the way services are being delivered to the citizens today. It has really moved from that service window in the office setup to going to web-based services to now mobile-based services. And in fact, with technologies like digital signatures, e-sign, DigiLocker, mobile apps, and digital payments, we've been now able to realize the vision of cashless, paperless, and faceless services to our citizens. This concept is actually now helping us citizens, so that where their need to go to government offices has been considerably eliminated. Need for standing in those long queues is hardly seen now. And as we go forward, I feel we are into amidst a very exciting times with technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, IoT, AI, ML. These technologies now opening a new opportunity for innovation, bringing out a new order of innovation, a new way of delivering services, a lot of innovation where the whole experience of consuming these services, the whole uh, experience of right from applying for these services to receiving these services, be it approvals, be it documents, be it certificates, can be really transformed in a big way. It can be really made a very intuitive and very intelligent interfaces, intelligent applications could be built where all this process can become far more easy, and irrespective of the demography or profile of citizens, everybody should be able to access these services or avail these services on their own. That is what where we'll say the true empowerment of Indian citizens through the power of technology, which has been at the core of Digital India program. And in this innovation, which we are now going to bring, our startups are going to play a very big role. and we are very fortunate to have such a vibrant ecosystem of startups in the country who are demonstrating, exhibiting a huge amount of innovation, a huge amount of what should I say, a kind of empathy or concern for the people at the ground, and they're trying to solve problems, the power of technology, problems in the domain of health, in the domain of education, agriculture, transport, mobility. It's amazing to see that way these all these startups and technology entrepreneurs are actually pushing the envelope to realize a lot of those services, a lot of those things which was perhaps not possible before using the technology. When we get into all these technology and all these mobile apps, underneath we need a huge IT infrastructure in the country, be it data centers, be it cloud technology, or be it high speed networks, edge computing, IoT kind of devices all over. Uh, and all this is also going and is going to put a lot of impact in terms of our power consumption, in terms of our consumption of other resources, water and fuel, and so on and so forth. Sustainability is also nowadays at the core of all all deliberations regarding growth, regarding economic growth, and so on and so forth. And therefore, even in corporates now, you have a system where not only you talk of corporate social responsibility, you talk of sustainability, how are they making impact as far as sustainability is concerned, as well as societal impact is concerned. So all this is also going to be important, and it is really good to see that lot of initiatives are being taken, wherein if we really make our strategy or our policies right, we can build our infrastructure, we can bring state of art infrastructure, but with the kind of objective which is sustainable, which is while achieving the goals of carbon neutrality, green economy, or through the concepts of optimization, automation, and use of alternate sources of energy, and so on and so forth. So, lastly, I like to say, I mean, while we need to really focus on innovation, and we are already witnessing it, we need to really focus on sustainability, because we really need to be aligned with the goals which is needed for us to be really achieving carbon neutrality and sustainability in various domains. But one thing which is also needed for us to really moving towards digital nation is, we still have 400 to 500 million people to be brought online, to be empowered to use to be empowered, or to be enabled to use, to empower themselves with the power of technology. These are the people who will presently have a challenge of language, challenge of literacy, challenge of technology savviness, challenges of affordability. So our next deliberation have to also focus on these aspects. And to my mind, language technology is going to play a very big role. We really need to move, and though there is a lot of developments we see in terms of these Alexa and Siri. So while there's a lot of development in few languages, but we have 22 languages, and we need to bring solution for each of these languages. We really need to reach a stage where this language becomes seamless. You will be able to communicate or access information irrespective of the fact whether you can speak a language, or you can write a language, or you speak X language, or you speak Y language. And I think that is where also we need to focus, we really need to bring a lot of innovation. I believe technology to a great extent is available, but we really need to work much more to make it happen, particularly when it is focused to our languages and our context, when it is kind of concerned. And And as far as affordability is concerned, I think we have a very Prime Minister has launched a very big program called Atmanirbhar Bharat, and lot of initiatives are happening. And recently we had this lot of initiatives and announcements around semiconductors and silicon and manufacturing in India, of electronics in India. And I think with those kind of focus, we'll be able to get these electronic devices, particularly mobile phones, at the cost where it really becomes affordable for these people who are, so to say, at the bottom of the pyramid, to be able to really afford, because smartphone is something which has to be core of all these things. So they should be able to afford, and I am sure with these initiatives of Atmanirbhar Bharat, we will soon be able to come to that point. So what I would really like to conclude with is that innovation and sustainability would be the key determinants for India to really become a digital nation in an inclusive manner. And we all should work towards that. Thank you. And I also take this opportunity to thank the organizers for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Enjoy your conference. Thank you.